All right, and so now it's open proxy wars. Openly. Proxy wars that have to do with who's going to control the Sahel. And so now we, France and Britain, are openly just engaging in proxy wars and coups over and over and over, trying to coup people. So this is the interesting thing about suddenly the Soros Foundation, Soros closing up all his European operations, because Soros has realized he's totally lost the ummah. And now people like him, he has to desperately try to hold on to what little he can of from Africa. Because I guarantee you, remember, what was Soros's industry? He's a foreign currency trader. And so what the biggest scam almost on the planet is France's currency trade. And that's what we're finding out from all these coups that are happening on the African continent. That France was literally getting a discount on uranium and other minerals. That basically that France can't maintain. Europe can't exist without that discount on uranium and other stuff that they're getting. Because remember also, Libya is a major source for their oil and natural gas too, if I remember correctly. There's a Libyan pipeline. And so beyond that, then there's the woman who got hit by a brick. So this is apparently another like hoaxer of sorts. It turns out this lady is a violent racist who goes around slapping white people. So she's one of these people who, like, her social media, like the kind of person she is on social media, what she does is figure out situations that she can kind of sort of socially get away with slapping men. And so one of these social media posts was a misspelling of the word reparations, where she just walked up and just slapped some old white man, acting like it's okay for me to do this. So now everyone knows, oh, nobody helped me when I got hit with a brick. And it's like, Buddha smiled. Siddhartha Gautama fucking smiled when this woman ate a fucking brick, being she's a vicious, violent racist, and then goes crying to everybody about how could I get hit with a brick and have brothers watching me get hit with a brick. It's like, fuck you, we don't own you, bitch. You aren't our sister, you aren't our wife. And if you want to get violent with men and they decide to hit you in the head with a brick, then, well, that men know better than to get violent with men. We might get hit with a fucking 9. I love that people think they could get away with violence. Oh, it's cool. I just love that people are like this now, that they just think I could just do things to people and no one, it doesn't matter, So it's yeah. So that's what the real story is apparently with the brick lady, is that she probably got violent with the dude like she gets violent with other people, and she ate a brick because she decided most likely that she was going to fuck around and get violent with a black dude. That's most likely what happened. And so now she knows. Now she has found out. And a lot of women need to start understanding this, especially black women. No, we're not going to help you. No, you get yourself into something with somebody. You go, oh, why is this happening to me? Blah, blah, blah. No, I mean, because over and over again, every single thing, liberals and these fucking hoes. And then remember, apparently this woman is into chicks. Again, why do those kind of people always have to lie about stuff all the time? I never understood how much that category of people just lie, just make things up. And it doesn't affect, they don't think that nothing happens. They just make things up. They don't even think about it. And so more and more I'm starting to sit back like, no, there really is something about the argument of chastity being a fundamental good, bringing you close to the good and the beautiful, and that the further you are from chastity, the more you become a lying, manipulative piece of shit. Now, it's also, I want to make sure I say this in regards to this, is I'm not a saint. I haven't always been a good person. No, and I'm not even that good of a person now. But there's just some places, some things you just don't do. You know, and you just know, like, no, you just don't do that to people. You know, if you do that to people, one of these days it's going to go horribly wrong. She fucked around and found out. That's what this is. And this is one of these things, like, a lot of black America needs it. Like, there's really only black men. The only thing that matters for the future are black men. Black women do not matter. Black women don't matter for the future. The future of black America, black women don't matter. They're a lost cause. They're a lost fucking cause. Only thing that matters are black men now. Because only black men are going to pass on the message, well, did you fuck around? Yes, I did, Dad. And did you find out? Yeah. Well, are you going to do it again? Well, but why did they? No. Are you going to do it again? Yes or no? Answer me, you little fucker. You're going to fucking answer me with a yes or a no. And the answer better be no. Because you've been conscripted into my family. And I'm Dad. And I run it. You're going to go toes to the line until you're out of my house. So yeah, I just thought it was kind of fascinating that people started sleuthing on this woman and found out, no, she's literally like one of these people who's just like an example of one of the worst. And I just love that she misspelled the name she misspelled the word reparations, and then proceeds to just be like, yeah, I could assault random white people. You just assault them. And really, it's at that stage at which I'm just like, no. Then let, you know, it, like, what was it? I think it was not above the law. RBL, rulers by law. It goes, rulers by law. Let the hoes know. It might have been DJ Mike T. DJ Mike T, let the hoes know. But that's what's up. Let the hoes know. None of us are getting in between you and that brick. None of us are getting between you and that brick. You all have done everything you can to disparage men everywhere. Everywhere, any situation you can, you disparage and disrespect men. And then you make all these claims about how men do this and white people do that and yep-a-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo and all this stuff. And just, we're done. Everyone's done. Everyone's done listening to black women hollering about how the world's so tough. Just after a while, it's like, yeah, the world, life's tough. Get over it. Work harder. Work harder or get married. Work really hard and or get married. You know, period. No, thank you for playing. Thank you for coming by. You buy or you go. You buy black man. You buy happy life or you go. No wifey. You know wifey. You woman get hit by brick. You stupid bitch who get hit by brick. Oh yeah. yeah, Mr. Han. What we need is Han. We need Han Senior telling motherfucker, you look like you find out. And maybe that's what it is. I grew up around too many Asians. And so it's just, there's this part of my mind, like, I did too much kung fu that it's just like, did you do it? No, I didn't do 100. Well, looks like you won't be strong enough. How do you expect to be strong? How do you expect to have good kung fu if you don't do 100? And it's just, and I mean, that's just the way it is. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's just, I was just thinking about this. And really, there's a part of me, I'm not laughing. It's, that wasn't cool. You can't hit people with bricks. You can't do that. It's not okay. And it's just once you find out, you're just like, I fucking knew it. Every time they're like, oh, I can't believe someone treated me. Can't believe someone did this. I'm so beset upon. Oh, and now I'm just like, no. We know what's going on. You're full of shit. Totally and completely full of shit. So, the fuck? Oh, whoops. Oh, I see what I did. I just moved this in the wrong position. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to log on to EVE Online because, I've, like Al Green said, I got to find a new world where the people mine rocks. I got to find a new world. Where, the Triglavians, are on the hunt for innocent capsuleers. So rather than a world where you're just eating dinner, black women are coming up and slapping you. Well, my reparations. The fuck. All right. And so also, this actually reminded me of something. Oh, shit. I totally was about to forget. Glassing and bottling. This is something, I believe it was John Williams. He's that British guy from the Manosphere, and he had been like in a serious cult. And he used to talk a lot about occultism and feminism and like what like kind of secret societies and cults were like. Brother John is what he went by at one point. And one of the things I remember him doing is talking about how you would see regularly in some, in some paper that at a public house, some woman just glassed some man, brutally slashing him, sometimes almost killing these guys, ruining their nervous system and their fucking base and stuff. And it's like, and it really is this thing of women think that they can just simply be violent with men. Women are more violent toward children than men. This has actually been found in every large, high-functioning primate. Men are the males when it comes to their own offspring. That they don't beat them. It's the females that do until the male primate becomes too large, and so for this has been found in adults with when women are surveyed, that they will resort to spanking and corporal punishment, but somewhere around 10 they stop, especially with their sons, because their sons are too big. It no longer works. Their sons are almost their size by the time they're 10 to 12 years old. And so they just realize it doesn't work. Or by 10, the kid is just too desensitized to pain. He just realizes, like, I could just keep being irritating. Because, of course, there's nothing about reason. There's no rationality or reason in the household. It's just this female chimp, chimping out on her kid, and barely surviving because she turned away her mate. All right, later.